Forspoken, Deep Dive Special Episode 1 announced for December 1st. Luminous Productions and Square Enix have released several deep dive videos for the upcoming action RPG Forspoken. Whether it's the various activities in the world or magic types, nearly every aspect of the game has been covered. However, that was only just the beginning. A series of deep dive special broadcasts will begin on December 1st, with the first episode covering gameplay in detail from the very beginning. Producer Akio Ofuji, co-director Takashi Terada, and creative producer Ryo Mitsuno will be on hand to discuss Forspoken and answer questions received from Twitter. The broadcast starts at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but its overall length has yet to be confirmed. Forspoken releases on January 24, 2023, for PS5 and PC, so expect plenty of information and gameplay in the coming weeks. Thus far, we know it will take 30 to 40 hours to complete, though there will be a satisfying endgame with dungeons, side quests, and much more. Stay tuned for more updates in the meantime. Forspoken release date. Forspoken is now officially be releasing on January 24, 2023. The move to 2023 marks the second time Forspoken has been delayed after it was initially pushed back from its original May launch date to October 2022. Luminous Productions confirmed the new release date on Twitter, citing that the reason for the second delay is a result of a strategic decision after discussions with its key partners. The studio did however confirm all of the game elements are now complete, and it's now in its final polishing phase. In terms of platforms, Sony has the exclusive on the console front, so it won't be coming to either Xbox One or the Nintendo Switch. A video from Sony that highlighted Forspoken among other upcoming PS5 games includes this in the fine print, in development for PS5. Also available on PC. Not available on other consoles until at least 24 months after release date. Forspoken PlayStation Showcase Trailer. We got an extended look at Forspoken during PlayStation's September 2021 showcase, and there's a lot to take in. We learn more about Frey Holland, and her adorable cat, and how she ended up in Athia through a portal. We see how her power derives from a set of gold cuffs that can speak to her, and that these cuffs offer her some incredible magical moves that help her make easy work of foes. We also know that Frey will end up face-to-face with a big baddie known as Tanta Sila, played by Star Wars Battlefront 2's Janina Gavankar. Forspoken gameplay details. What we've seen so far of Forspoken showcases how Frey will be a particularly athletic hero. The main character has a skill known as magic parkour, which allows her to run fast, leap great distances, and use the environment to swing across gaps and climb vertical inclines. The latest look at the upcoming adventure offered insight into how magic is at the center of everything in Forspoken, from combat to exploration. Frey is outfitted with a variety of magical spells and combat styles that you can use and adapt depending on your preferred style of play. From long-distance powers to close-range spells, there's all manner of magical attacks to experiment with. With RPG elements such as crafting and upgrades, you can improve a variety of Frey's skills. Gear can also be equipped such as necklaces and capes to improve stats. In order to bring together realism with fantasy, Frey can use shards to paint patterns on her nails to make spellcasting more powerful. In our hands-on preview with Forspoken, we got the chance to try out some of the layered spells in Frey's arsenal. From what we've seen, gameplay is going to put a huge focus on fluid movements and acrobatics. We're assuming that means that there will be a lot of dodge timing involved, and then waiting for the opportune moment to unleash some of the incredibly cool spells that Frey has at their disposal. There will also be a lot of the standard RPG bits and bobs that you'd expect, like upgrading different skills and spells, searching for loot, and crafting too. Probably the most standout part of the game, in terms of being unique at least, is that you'll be able to paint Frey's nails with different patterns to make more powerful spells. We're not sure if there will be different patterns for different spells, but it's a cool idea. Because this is an open-world game, there will also be towers to find that'll help you reveal key points you should be heading to for story purposes or for upgrades. You'll also be talking to your magical cuff throughout the game, but hopefully that won't end up being really annoying or anything. We're taking this straight for IMDb, so blame them if this is all wrong. The cast looks to be fairly solid so far, with a few recognizable names mixed in with ones you may not have heard of before. Fry Holland, Ella Balninska. Cuff, Jonathan Cake. Tanta Sila, Janina Gavankar. Johady, Kiel Settle. Auden, Monica Barbaro. Tanta Prav, Pollyanna McIntosh. Lisa, Michelle C. Bonilla. Tanta Cinta, Kendall Ray. As we don't know a huge amount about the story, we're not sure who most of these characters are, but hey, that's all part of the mystery, and so ends everything you need to know about Forspoken. First revealed back in 2020, we've gotten to see more footage of Forspoken in action and even got the chance to try out some of the combat for ourselves in a hands-on preview. With a closer look at combat and traversal, we've seen how Forspoken will allow you to move around the landscapes using magical parkour and fight against enemies with a host of different spells and moves.